Hi, this is Danish Gani and welcome back to my channel. Here I'm gonna talk about some 5 important things that we have all done in our childhood. So don't be surprised because it's not a uncommon thing, it's a common thing and everybody has been in their childhood and at the time. First and foremost, here comes, that is games. So before entering into this region, I would like to talk about some important things that I've already been, and my friends and you people also would have been in that situation. Games are so exciting and so entertainable. So in childhood, everybody has to experience these type of things because for the reason of this entertainment and its enjoyability and its freedom. It's a lot of things that comes in our mind. The games, which are considered to be a very entertainable things in our life, is much more profitable for our health too. So when we are when we are in childhood situation or childhood condition, or you can say when we are in childhood age, we often play physical games. I would like to tell you that put aside your video games or any type of things that are related to the media or electronic items. The physical games, which are considered to be very beneficial for our health, and we all have done this type of things because it's physical, and we also have run in our childhood a lot of things that we have done because of the running, and we also have been falling down on the road. We just stand up and then get back to our home. So it happens. The physical games are much more things that everyone has played in his childhood. Here comes second, hustle and tussle. Hustle and tussle considered to be a very common thing in childhood. I would say you people would also experience this. This is the phrase that we refer to the fighting, and you with your sister, your brother, or with your neighbor, or with friends, you must have fighting. You must have fought with even once in life in your childhood. It's common. Everybody has fought. Fought with them, and I also have I had a fighting with my brothers, sisters, my cousin sisters, and my friends, like that. So I had been through these type of aspects in my life, and it's not so common. It's not a so uncommon thing. It's a common, very common, and you people might have also been in these situations, I guess. So remember the moment when you were in the fighting with your sister or brother, and you were beaten up or get beaten by your parents for the reason of this. So of course you might have got the moment in your life. So it's a common thing. So fighting is the second, you can say hustle and tussle. The third one which comes here is most lovable child of our grandparents. You can say the grandfather and grandmother. Yeah, remember those moments when you were a child, okay, and your grandparents were alive, and they would just play. They would give you the instructions of doing anything. Even they would tell their stories, of course, and they would teach the manners too. They would be we were the entertainment for them, of course, because we were a child, and the children are so entertainable that every grandparent want to be connected with them. So it's okay, it's very interesting, and for them. So when we were a child, we would go to the grandparents. Of course, they would tell the stories, they would tell the manners, they would teach the manners, lots of things that we have learned from them, of course. So it's not so surprising And I think that you are connecting with me, that you might have also experienced this type of thing in your life. So okay, let me explain it why the grandparents are so lovable to their grandson or granddaughter. The reason is that they are not responsible for anything. They are only responsible, they have only one thing that they can do, is that to love their grandson or granddaughter. If anything happens to them, that's his father's responsibility. His son, not himself, he solved the situation. So it's a very entertainment moment for them and very profitable moment for them. They also get through this. Now moving on to the fourth point is exciting, super exciting, when some family member or older brother, older sister visit to your home. You were so excited. I remember when somebody visited to my home at my childhood, I would watch over his personality and also the things that he had carried in his hat. It's common. It's not. I'm not just against the manners. It's not against the manner, because he is a family member. If he is not family member, then of course it's against the manner. But if he's family member, then you need to find out what he's carried in his hands, and you need to think about that. When I was child, and my brother and sister both were all so excited when somebody visited in our home. I mean, from the family member, you can say the older brother, older sister, and father. When father comes back from his work, and he would carry a lot of things with himself, and or you can say that when he came from his vacation, then he would carry a lot of things with himself. So then I would watch over the things that he carried in his hands, and instantly I would open the bag and find out what the things that have brought for us by him. So it was a situation, and it was the habit that it's a common habit. It's not a strange. The strange thing is then when any outsider who comes or visit to our home, and we are thinking like that, then it's against the manner. It's the situation that we have to fix by ourselves. I mean, with our parents, the parents can also instruct him, and a lot of things that can play a role to fix this situation, or fix the problem too. So, well, I was talking about the manners and the situation when somebody visited to our home. So we were so excited. We would just meet him, just to say like hi, hello, and then follow the things that he had carried in his hand, and they put up firstly when he put the bag in front of us or in the room. After having a little bit conversation, we would go directly to the room and open the bag and find out the things that we had been for. So, and number 5 is the last, a very heavenly happy when the festival comes. Do you relate to this my topic? I'm referring it to the things that usually happen when the festival comes. Okay, so on the day of the festival, when every child is so excited that he would be getting a lot of things, surprise things, or even the eating things, like you can say that a lot of great dishes that are prepared on the occasion, on the day of the festival, is more excited, because usually we don't eat these type of dishes, but when the festival comes, we have a special dishes for ourselves, because it's a festival. We have to just welcome the guests. We have to, because it's the reason why we eat so many dishes and very special dishes at the time of the festival, because we have a lot of guests, we have to focus their dignity and a lot of things. We have a lot of friends and like that, I mean to say, you can say the party. So we have a lot of dishes according to them. But as usually, as we live in the house, or we live in the house, we don't prepare the dishes like that. We just usually, generally, we play the role of a common person, common man, a common boy. Even the parents also play the role of the common parents. They don't just spend a lot of time to prepare that dishes at times. But when the festival comes, they are more active. Everybody is just preparing the dishes for the guest. Everybody is just making a lot of preparations for them. So in the chance of that, when we are in the festival season, we always feel very different from the days that we have lived in. It's a very interesting thing, and that's why every child person, every you can say that everyone has experienced these days. And I guess he might have been so surprised when he might have been so excited when the festival comes, and also he gets the chance to meet some new guests and some new friends or some new dishes to eat, and even all the heavenly happiness. You can say the happiness that comes from heaven on the day of the festival. You can say that Eid and many more festivals are out there. So on the day of the Eid, how do you feel? You feel different. Even after you were so young, or you can say that you have been matured, even after that, you feel very different. You feel that heavenly happiness has come down from the heaven. So just to think about your childhood, and remember your childhood. When you were a child, how did you feel at the time of the vacation like this? Like you can say that the holiday of the Eid, how did you feel? You felt free from the school days, that you were just free from all types of situation or condition or any burden on your head. It was the only enjoyment. That's all everywhere. So here were the 5 things that everybody would have experienced in his childhood. I guess that they relate to this topic. And if you have any other experience, then comment below, because I will also find out to check out what type of experience you have experienced in your life. So see you next time. This is Danish Candy. Have a good day. Have a nice time. Bye bye.